Good evening, everyone. Hope you guys being well. Nowadays, COVID-19 become more dangerous than before. Alright, Mr. Nick Amalina, can you tell us briefly about the situation of COVID-19 now?
Yes, sure, Mr. Salami. Actually, COVID-19 has dropped at the last 2 years and people at that time already live in new norm. As we can see on the first quarter of COVID-19, all of development had to be locked. For example, as students, we must learn via online tools. As a workers, we also need to work from home. It can be said that at this point, all business is from home and online. Compared to nowadays, new variant has been found at 31 December 2022. Because of that, the community is afraid and cautious again. But friends, for your information, we have good news on Straits Times today on 9 January 2023 that state that new weekly cases of COVID-19 has down 40.2% to 3,231 cases in epidemiological week 1, which is from 1 to 7 January, state that 3,767 cases in the previous. Dr. Nur Hisham always said that 7,167 clusters were recorded cumulative with 9 clusters still active. So I pass it back to you, Mr. Salami. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nick Amalina. Oh, it's become more scary than before. Alright, today we're going to make a discussion about human resources issue nowadays. So our topics today is impact of COVID-19 pandemic on customer satisfied and loyalty index for public transport. So Mr. Irham, can you explain more about what issue we're going to talk today?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Amin. And so, regarding the issues about the relationship of customer and public transport, is that the satisfaction rate has increased in a lot of good way. This is because due to the chaos and difficulties created from COVID-19, service quality of public transport will improve on behalf of many parties, especially the government. However, many surveys were done to investigate the loyalty index of customer of public transport and prove that it has decreased drastically. The majority of people believe that using private automobile benefits more financially and mentally, which continuously discourage people to take public transport. And also, a data collected by Prasarana Malaysia Berhad, they are in charge of Malaysian public transport system service, shows that rapid rail ridership has also decreased in response to the use of private vehicle, as they believe it is better safety countermeasure. And I believe that public transport operators themselves need to create a more reliable trust and strengthen their precautions and priority in order to increase customer loyalty. That's all from me. I pass back to the moderator.
Thank you, Mr. Irham. Great explanation. Alright, we're gonna go through about the causes of this issue. Can we, Maizura, explain to us?
Yes, sure. Before that, Mr. Amin, can you go to the next slide?
Okay.
Right, thank you. So, the cause of COVID-19 pandemic towards public transport, first is people ignore to wear a face mask in public transport. The SOP which mandates the wearing of face masks in public areas and public transport is generally being ignored by transit passengers. Therefore, it is simple for the COVID-19 virus to spread among transit users and making it traumatizing for them to board. Next, the exchange of paper money in public transport. The exchange of paper money has a high risk of transmission of infection among users and employees of public transport service. The COVID-19 virus is spreading rapidly due to the use of paper money and coins in all transactions carried out, whether in supermarkets, public transport, and so on. So most people turn to private transport for fear of being infected with the COVID-19 epidemic. That's all from me. I will pass our discussion to our moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Maizura. Okay, next. Can you guys explain to us about what the impact of this issue?
Thank you, Mr. Salamin. It's the good question. Especially, transport play a major role in the transmission of airborne diseases in an urban environment due to the high population, density, and built environment condition. Furthermore, air pollution has also been brought on by the COVID-19 outbreak spreading on public transportation.
The next impact COVID-19 pandemic on customer is many people prefer using their own vehicles instead of public transport. This is because they fear the COVID-19 epidemic will spread and infect them when they ride public transport. This customers' doubt towards public transport causes the public transport service companies to get less and less customers from time to time. That's all from us. We pass back to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to both of you. So, lastly, we're going to look about the strategies to overcome this issue. Can both of you explain more to us?
Thank you, Mr. Salamin. So the strategy is users continue to use public transportation. However, there is a risk of COVID-19 when taking public transportation. It is necessary to deploy a number of solutions, including those for operating systems for public transportation. Encourage consumers to purchase ticket online using their unique identification number in order for ticket to be connected to the database indicate above ID. In-vehicle ticketing should be discouraged in order to encourage the usage of online ticketing system. This condition will unintentionally limit contact activity in order to prevent infection. In additionally, user might be asked to buy a day, weekly or monthly pass to enable user to use a single card for many transportation systems, including bus, train, and other modes for transportation. The idea of smart mobility cards needs to be looked at. So that's all from me. I pass to Mr. Amir.
Okay, next, enforcing the use of face masks in the community is one strategy that can be used to combat the problem of the spread of the COVID-19 epidemic through the air. Users who want to use public service are required to wear a face mask. It is done to prevent the spread of plague or any other disease through the air. The responsible party may also inspect users of public transportation to ensure that they are wearing the face mask as instructed. Free face masks can also be provided to make it easier for users who forget to bring them, while also encouraging the general public to use public service. This allows Malaysian public transportation to continue as usual while also accelerating the country progress. That's all. Back to you, Mr. Moderator.
Okay, thank you to both of you. Now we're going to let Miss Nick Amalina to finish our discussion.
Alright, thank you moderator and the panelists. Actually, to conclude the discussion is not easy as it seems. But personally from me, based on what has been stated in the preceding content, it is clear that COVID-19 has had a significant impact on public transportation. Among them are fewer people using public transportation. As a result, the Human Resource Department must play a critical role in resolving this issue before it worsens. So, thank you.
Thank you to Miss Nick Amalina. So now we are settled our discussion. Thank you to all of you for leisure your time, and I want to say thank you guys for your leisure your time working with me and give your opinion about our situation today. So That's all for our discussion today. Thank you guys. Bye bye.